Hi, I'm Kevin Eikenberry, and I'm here to help you reach your potential as a leader and a human being. Welcome to Remarkable TV. Today we're talking about the danger, of evangelism. Are you ready? Let's get started. Evangelism. Evangelist. I don't know what your beliefs are, and I don't know what your reaction is to those words, but chances are you have a reaction. And the reason I mention your beliefs is because the first two definitions of the word evangelist in Merriam-Webster both relate to the Christian faith. That's not really what I'm talking about. I'm really talking about the third definition of evangelist, which is an enthusiastic advocate. An enthusiastic advocate. Like, that sounds like a pretty good idea, right? Like, if you were trying to influence people to a change, wouldn't you want to be an enthusiastic advocate? Well, yeah, but let's go back to the first two definitions for a second. So like if you are of Christian faith, you might say, well, some evangelists, I don't know that I really approve of their approach, or their approach doesn't really work. Or maybe you aren't a Christian and you think about that term evangelism like, I'm turned off by those folks. So it isn't that they don't care, but they're about helping people make a change or being influential. It's just it isn't really working, right? So their purpose is probably not questioned. Their intention isn't necessarily out of line based on their beliefs, but their effectiveness is probably potentially significantly reduced. See, I want to help you learn to be an enthusiastic advocate for change, but I don't want you to necessarily be an evangelist. So what do I mean? Here are four things that you can do. The first is that you can focus on other people. In the stereotypical example of an evangelist, whether it's to convert people to Christianity or to get people to stop smoking or buy only Apple products, it doesn't really matter, is that all they want to do is talk about themselves and how they feel about it. What we want to do is focus on the other people, find out what their concerns are, find out what their issues are, and to do that, we've got to ask more first. Stop talking and start asking. Learn more about where they're coming from, where their concerns are, where they might be excited. Oftentimes, people are not opposed to the change, but don't see how to accomplish it. And you just talking more about selling the change isn't helping. In fact, it's turning people off. Third, don't make it as much about you. Make it about them. One of the big problems that people that are ardently enthusiastic about things is they make it all about telling their story again and telling their story louder. And the fourth thing is, remember that enthusiasm is contagious, but that's not enough, right? Passion alone isn't enough. We need to recognize that enthusiasm will really help us, but it cannot carry the day in and of itself. Those are the four lessons for us about being careful, about being an evangelist for the change, being a zealot for the change. Yes, we want to be ardent. Yes, we want to be enthusiastic advocates for change. And we want to be careful about the way we play that out, because how we play it out will have a huge impact on the success that we'll have. Let me close with today's tweet. Being an evangelist for anything is tricky. Remember that your passion alone isn't enough. Did you know that every week I do a podcast called the Remarkable Leadership Podcast? Well, if you didn't, now you know. And you can follow the link below, or you can go to wherever you listen to podcasts and search on the Remarkable Leadership Podcast, and you'll find us. Every week I'm talking to really wise, smart, in many cases famous folks from all walks of life, talking about leadership and change and organizational culture and human potential, and you are welcome to join us. I hope you'll do exactly that. And I hope I'll see you on the next episode right here of Remarkable TV.